Hey, what is up you guys, welcome back. Today we have to discuss a very important topic in CSGO trading, and that is buying and selling buff balance. First thing first, I'm gonna tell you in 2 words just what is buff and why people wanna buy and sell its balance. Second, I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's done, but also I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't even know like a couple of weeks ago, that there's basically a way to trade buff balance from one person to another far better than CSGO skins. I didn't realize that, but I'll show you in a second. And third thing, I am going to ask you to smash the like button, of course. Basically, Buff is a Chinese marketplace for CSGO skins, and the reason why people use it even in the West is because there is so many Chinese players, meaning there is so much traffic on this site that it's easily the biggest market that exists for CSGO skins. A lot of people that are not from China, like me obviously, want to get into this market because it offers so much possibility. Of course, you can't just deposit balance from your bank account because, you can't deposit to Chinese bank accounts from your European account or American account and so on. So you're left with just two methods through which you can obtain this balance. Number one is pretty clear, is just selling your own skins on Buff. But that is gonna take some time, especially if you don't have that many skins. Then getting from your own cash from the bank account to the Buff balance is gonna be a long process, and it's gonna be a difficult process. Luckily, there are people that sell buff balance peer-to-peer. People like Anomaly, Jesus, and so on. I also started selling my own buff balance about a month and a half ago, and in this period I managed to sell about 4,000 euros of buff balance. Of course, that happened because I have the YouTube channel and I am able to reach a lot of people that are interested in buying this buff balance. But I also want to try and explain how this works to people that are just starting out. Maybe they want to buy from me and they want to be prepared what they need to know and so on. Or maybe they want to try and sell buff balance themselves. Of course, I'm not going to be able to help you reach more people, but I'm going to be able to explain how it works. Okay, in short, to be able to transfer buff balance from one person to another, you can't just, go in settings and send the balance to this person. That's not a function that Buff offers. So in this case, the person buying the buff balance needs to have some items ready for trade in their inventory that they're going to list for sale on Buff, and I would be buying them. But here's the thing, you can't just take any random skin. For example, if we try and take this sticker Blitz, try and sell it, for example, 500 RMB. It's a very cheap sticker. We try and sell it. Buff tells us, error, you can't list it for that much. There is a maximum amount you can actually list it for. Instead, I'm gonna be selecting a souvenir skin, specifically because it has stickers, and Buff can't just price the stickers very correctly, so they extend the range at which you can list this item. It's not all that big, but you could list it at around 500, and that should work. Yep, there we go, we listed this skin for 500, even though it costs 3 RMB. So that is basically how you have to do it through CSGO skins. And CSGO skins take around 2.5% tax on Buff, so you have to always remember that as well. Some sellers offer to pay the tax by themselves, some sellers don't pay the tax, so you have to pay it, so you have to be careful about that. The way I do it myself is I already include the 2.5% that Buff takes into my price, so basically I pay for it. Recently I found out that there is an alternative, and I'm never going back to using CSGO skins for this purpose. To make this work, you're gonna need some Dota 2 skins, and yes, you can trade Dota 2 skins on Buff. And you're gonna just select some random 2-cent skin that you find. You try and list it for sale, you can list it for 100, but be careful, look at this, 98.20. That means that from 100 minus 98.2, that is 1.8% tax. It's not 2.5, so it is actually 0.7% better. And when you consider that from these trades the profit is not that big when you sell buff balance, 0.7% is actually a lot of a margin increase. So yeah, from now on I'm only gonna do this through Dota 2 items. And then you just click sell and you can list this item for 100 RMB, even though it was only 2 cents. And you can just get 100 of those and you're still only 1 RMB down. So yeah, you can really go crazy with these items. So here's kind of my advice to you. If you do plan to buy buff balance from me, I would appreciate it if you got some Dota 2 items in advance, just some 2-cent, 3-cent items from the community market. You buy those, you wait 7 days till they are tradable, and then we can do the trade. And this way you're gonna save some time, some confusion, and also this way you could save me a lot of time. The price that I use for selling buff balance is plus 5%. So if you want to get 100 euros worth of buff balance, you would be paying 105 euros in order to get that balance. But actually I started doing these trades a little bit differently, to where we don't transfer the balance from one account to another, because we don't want to just lose that 1.8% if we do it through Dota skins. Instead, basically I find the item that the person wants to buy, I buy it, then they pay me the price of the item plus 4%, which is cheaper than the other one, which was 5%. They get a better deal and I get a better deal. It's a win-win situation. They pay me, and after 7 days I can just trade the item to that person. It's pretty simple, and it's actually more efficient than just sending buff balance from one person to another. But regardless, I hope that this video was insightful. It's quite a niche topic, and to be fair, like, a lot of people know about this, but I haven't really seen any YouTube videos talking about this. So that's why I decided to actually cover this topic, because I couldn't find anything about that on a video. I had to ask the people that knew. But for a person that doesn't have people that know, they can't really figure that out on their own. So yeah, I just thought that it would be useful to make a video about this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please smash the like button, because it really helps a lot. I've kind of realized that for each like that you leave, YouTube gives me basically 10 views. So you could lead to at least 10 views, because if one of those people also likes the video, then it just goes like that till YouTube just breaks. So yeah, let's all smash the like button. Alright, I will see you in a very short bit. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.